Hello, this is Chetna here on the 16th day of my protest in front of KPCC Karnataka Pradesh Congress Committee office in Queens Road, Bangalore. Congress cannot do anything. Is that what you're telling? That Congress cannot take any action against one complaint which a Dalit is insisting? Then it's a very sad state. So it's like the people who are in the the authorities, hierarchies are not coming out speaking at all. They're not coming here to give assurance. I mean, assurance. I'm not anyway going to take any assurance. They're not coming up with any solutions. They're only trying to get rid of me, and you will never get rid of me. I will be sitting here until I get the justice. For all the Dalit leaders who are coming here before me and somehow trying to convince that I should not be sitting here, please, I request you all, do not do this. It is not right. I've gone through an injustice. You have to stand beside me and fight for me instead of going and aligning with other people inside the office. But not only that, as you tell, you're all Dalit leaders who have come here to talk to me. I want to know how many of the cases you've solved so far for Dalits, and if the what are the existing cases and injustice that's happened. Please bring it all here. We'll sit and discuss, and we'll see if there are more cases that could be solved sitting in front of this office only. Let's help other. It does not. You don't have to help only me. You don't have to do that. I can fight for myself. But instead of telling me to move out, bring more cases of our Dalit brothers and sisters who are going through a lot of atrocities and harassment. And do not tell me none of them are going through it, because as you keep speaking to me, you are aware of it that a lot of harassment is going on. Bring all the cases, whatever present here, sit down, let's ask for justice together. Don't have to fight only for me. Let's fight for the whole community. Please come and sit. Back me up and I will back you up, and we will all fight together and we'll all get justice together. Please come and sit here. Doesn't this Congress government have any solution to the problems of people? They just want to get away with the problems. That is the problem with the governments in this country. They do not want to tackle the problem. They do not want to provide the solution to people. Instead of that, you just move them away from the way. That will not work. We are in a different century, and the world is moving ahead. You have to move with it. You have to make changes. You can't use the same political strategy that you used some 20-30 years ago to work now also. Now you want all kind of latest softwares, latest gadgets, latest cars. Why don't you give latest solutions also? You want the works for you to be done is so quickly in seconds using the softwares and laptops and mobile phones. With the same technology that you use, you speed up your solutions also, provide it more faster. Why the solution that you're providing us goes for 10 years, 20 years in the courts? Why don't you hasten the process, finish it in 1 year, 2 years, or maybe even 6 months? When you want all the solutions in milliseconds, but you want to give problem for us and not give solutions for it. That won't work. You have to change the way you work. The way the world is going, you go with it. Otherwise, you don't go with it. Just sit down where you are, and we will all sit with you. You only have to move ahead, and we still have to sit where we are. That won't work anymore. Have you noticed how the work is going on in this country? We have upgraded. All the government offices have got computerized. Have you seen this? Even the judges, when they're giving the verdicts, there's a person sitting beside that judge and typing in the verdicts. Yeah, so that several copies could be taken print later on instead of typing and giving or taking Xerox and all. So much of advancement has happened. After computerizing the whole system also, we will get the justice in the same period of time, or it will take longer and longer only. Then why do you even computerize, digitize? Why do you digitize the whole process? Leave it the way it is. Go back to the way it was 20-30 years ago. There is no use of computerization or digitization of this country. Whatever you do, these people will go more slower and slower only. The solutions will come slower cases. Hasten the process. Otherwise, don't government do not spend the money on digitization. It's a waste of money, waste of resource, waste of energy, and it's only like that also in resource. While sourcing also, we know what golmaal and all happens. Digitization of India is going on very well when it comes to GSTs. When we buy the item, immediately money gets transferred to the government. And you don't have to even ask for change and all when you go to shops or do phone pay. Everything is done within milliseconds. All your money is transferred and done. If you want to file income tax, for that also you don't have to go to run around the offices. You don't have time. No problem. Sit in your house, in the comfort of your house. Use your computer, file your income tax, pay your income tax. Everything is done. But when it comes to giving justice, takes years and years and years and years. Have you seen the double standards here? I think sometimes, I understand there are very less judges in this country, unfortunately. Why don't you use AI there, artificial intelligence? It will only process all the cases, see how the judgment is given. It will provide you the solutions as well. You can hasten the process of giving justice. Why don't you go for AI in justice system? I think there is where it fits in right, the artificial intelligence. Why don't you try that there? If you feed in the right information to the artificial intelligence, the machine, it will render the right justice for the people. So it will be unbiased, not getting influenced by other people, or the favors that they will do, or their own community. It does not have any kind of bias like that. So I think having artificial intelligence, including artificial intelligence in the judicial system, is a very good way of rendering the justice, especially with the population as huge as our country. Obviously once it pulls out all the records and give you the justice, and gives you all the references of where it's pulled all the references from, the final call could be taken by a human, but the workload will be so much lesser and more cases can be attended. क्या किया उसने बोलो? अभी वो आया ना आदमी, किधर है
वो उधर सीधा चला गया मैडम। मैं तो मालूम नहीं, उधर से आया।
हाँ
आपको देख के बस पैसा देने के लिए
तुमको
आया।
कुछ okay. Now very hilarious thing happened here. You know what? One person came, because I'm holding this placard now, which says the Dalit Lives Matter with our Baba Saheb Ambedkar's photo on that. So it has become very hilarious. You know what happened? One great guy came with $100 in his hand, and he wanted to give it to me because Ambedkar and I, we are Bikaris. And that became such a lovely, entertainment for these people inside. How much they've been laughing and enjoying the whole scene. I failed to understand. Oh, this is Congress office or BJP office? I fail to understand. Or is it same, interchangeable? There's no absolutely difference between this and that. Not a problem. You can have a laugh, because you laugh also. I'm not going to get out of this place. Take a peek into the life of a Dalit sitting in front of the office. This is just a simple sample that is going on here in my life. This is the reality of my people who are there in villages. They're going through more atrocities. This is nothing. They try to do something, from inside. They want to try to shake me up and all. I will not do all that. I'm there. I've gone through too much in my life, and I built myself too strong in my life. All these things won't work out. But it's unfortunate in our country. Dalit has to go through every day with insults, with harassments, atrocities. This is all that's happening. It's so unfortunate. I know why these people are doing. They want me to get up and go. I'm not going to getting up and go. Whatever they do, that's okay. I don't have to bear up with it. It's just a nuisance. It's like, if some kind of crow comes and sits and caws in front beside you, why do you have to bother? Just take a towel and hush it away. That's all. This is nothing for me, but I know in reality a lot more worse things are happening for my people. I just hope somebody helps them out. Right now I don't see any solutions with this kind of people sitting in this Congress office. No chance Congress can give any hope for people of my community with these people in the offices. If you want to do any change, kindly do the changes that is required if you're really serious about your ideology. Otherwise, Congress is going to be a sure flop. It's going to fail. Okay, see, today is my 16th day of protest. I have the whole file, the whole story with me. I'm tired of telling the stories because what has happened, people are coming in and asking what has happened, and most of them SC ST communities only, people who are coming. And then I heard some mahilas, who were the empowerment, women also came down and spoke. I am not ready to tell the whole story again and again and again. I've told them. The reason being, everybody will come, they listen to the whole story. I'll pour out all my emotion in the story. After that, they will tell only one thing: you should not be sitting here, you should go somewhere else. They will tell a place, you go there, contact them, contact this. And they say, the finally one guy who's came now, he's telling he's from a ST community, and I should be ready to keep answering their questions if I'm sitting here and protesting. I really apologize if I come across as a rude person, because I'm very, very tired, because you're not the first person who's coming here and asking me questions, and you will not be the last. And though I pour in my heart out, the final thing will be your logical answers, which will never ask question to the authority here. And tell them to speed up the process and help me with the justice. Most all of them, I've never heard even one single person telling, yes, what you're doing is right, I will come with you, come, let's go ahead and seek the justice from the president of Congress party, who is DK Shivkumar. Let them. What is that? One politician, one minister gives a call to a police department, immediately the job gets done. Why? Congress does not want to do it. Why? Somebody in Congress is also involved in the problem, in the problem I'm facing. Huh? So I don't know why they don't want to do this work. They don't want to come directly. SCSTs are coming, and now women empowerment lady came. See, instead of keep asking me the same question again and again, me repeating, I told him, see, I've recorded all in my videos. I will give you my videos. Kindly go through that, and then you can ask me rest of the questions. He says, no, you have to tell it out. No, I'm not going to tell out, because none of you helped me. None of you did anything for me. All these days I've been running from pillar to pillar, post to pillar, everywhere I'm running. Nobody helped me out. Here I've come, I've asked for justice, nothing. When I sit here, all this SC ST leaders, all leaders only, none of them are regular people who are coming and asking me. Then you come and ask the question, and you give me the solution, which is actually not a solution. I'm not ready to open up and tell the whole thing. If you want, I'll give you the videos, go through them, understand my situation, then you can tell me what I have to do, or cross question me or do something else. I am not going to open up. I'm literally tired telling the same story, because it is not a small story that I have to tell. There's so many things that I have to tell. Once I tell them one story, they'll say how this is related to that, how that is related to this. Then again I have to keep on giving explanation. After giving the whole explanation, they will not help me out. And now he's telling, if you can't just keep quiet like that and all. No, today I've decided I'll keep quiet. I am simply screaming my lungs out and putting all my emotions. After that, I get nothing from my own people and the women empowerment. Nobody will help me. I know I don't want their help also now. After that, I've decided, because if they had the capacity, they would have helped. My situation would not be in this position today. If they could solve the problems, I would have gone directly to that department instead of going to all this president of Congress. They are not in a position to help me. They're only coming here because they have to convince their bosses, and I'm not going to tell the whole story again and again. And also to the people who are trying to scare me through by non-verbal cues and all, get this thing right into your head. I am not scared. Whatever you try, I'm not scared. You might try to take some action against me, I'm not scared. If you want to go beat me up, I'm not scared. If you want to kill me, I am not scared. Do what you want. I will not get up from here. You can try hundreds of tactics of your fear, insults, do whatever you want, try to convince from my own community. No, I want justice. This time, this is it. Until you don't give me the justice, I'm not moving away from this place.